G'day guys, a comic book noob here, and today, now I've said this maybe twice before, but this is to date, January 20th, 2020, my biggest comic book haul to date. Will they get bigger from here on? No, not every week, but I've got over 20 books, I think. I've got well over 20 books. I've got about 10 from DC. I've got at least 10 indies. A little bit of a light week on Marvel. But yeah, definitely the most amount of money I've spent on single issues on a new comic book day. So let's get into this video, guys. Alright guys, a comic book noob here, back today, and like I said, this is the biggest single issue new comic book day haul I have got in single issues, like just in general, pretty big stack of books. As the most I have paid. I just came from my LCS, and from the LCS it cost, all up it was $255, but take 50 off that, and because they were for balls and bags, and $205. But I got about 10 DC titles, and my LCS has to charge an extra $1 for the single issue titles because the profit margin for them on DC Comics just isn't there with the dual shipping costs. It just isn't there. So it's just what they got to do, and I'm happy to pay it. I don't care. There are some catch-up issues that I got from the place in Sydney that I normally get them from. And I think there's only about 4, so 4 comics at $8 an issue, about $36 plus shipping, so we're not going to include that. So yeah, we're looking around the $240, $250 worth of just single issues alone this week. So let's stop me babbling about how much I picked up and how much I spent on them, and let's get into this new comic book day haul for January 20th, 2021. Did I say 2021 at the beginning of the video? And starting off with one of the catch-up issues, we got Thor 11. And because this came out a couple of weeks ago, guys, I'm just going to flip straight on through the first two anyway. And we got The Amazing Spider-Man number 56. That was what came out this week. Black Cat number 2. That's pretty cool cover. The Alien cover was pretty cool as well. Opted to go the A cover, and yeah, I enjoyed the first one. The art's cool. Sort of like a good little introductory thing, like all in the middle of the King in Black stuff that's going on. I kind of want to collect it after, because as far as I know, Black Cat continues after the King in Black saga ends. So yeah, speaking of King in Black, I'm not sure what cover this is, but it is one of the variants. It's 4N Null there. He's sort of getting stabbed with a sword there. I don't know if that's a spoiler cover. I hope it's just like a cool art thing going on there, but yeah, that was really cool. Almost the A cover is similar. I think the Null and Thor are battling, but yeah, opted to go this variant cover with Null and Thor on the front cover there. It's been pretty good. I've been enjoying it, really been enjoying it. So yeah, we got Dylan, looks like he's about to go crazy and shit there. Is that Fantastic Four there? No? That's Invisible Woman and Blade, maybe? But yeah, it's been pretty cool. Not collecting all the tie-ins, but that was it for the Marvel Comics this week, so pretty light on them. And let's get into the DC. This is the second batch of DC Comics, and it's all up to date. Got last week's DC books in and this week's DC books in, so I should be all up to date with everything. So this is DC's Dead Planet number 7. This has been really cool. I mean, yeah, it's the last issue. I guess I can show you that. Like, I don't want to show too much because this is the final issue. We don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil anything because, you know, there's a lot of characters die and shit in that goddamn Tom Taylor run. So yeah, well, that's it. That came out a few weeks ago. Or did it come out last week? I'm not sure. Some of these, I don't know what came out this week, what came out last week, or maybe even the week before. We got Rorschach number 3. Is this one 3? 4, issue 4. Sorry, I couldn't see it. I was like right up there. I was looking for a number, but yeah. Rorschach number 4. This has been pretty cool. Yeah, and they like this chick, this gunslingery westerny chick. It's been pretty good. I mean, it's not and nothing ever will be the classic, like the classic Alan Moore stuff. But this isn't bad. I really don't mind it. Yeah, it's got like all this presidential sort of assassination-y stuff going on, and it's I don't mind it. It's really quite cool, I think. Some people aren't digging it. Well, I don't know. I haven't really read too much about people, whether they're enjoying it or not. This, I believe, came out this week. This is Sweet Tooth, The Return. Number 3, I think this one is. Yeah, number 3. So this is a six-part series. I think I can start reading these without... So I haven't read the original Sweet Tooth run. I think I have heard, I think it was from AR Comics on one of his videos. I think he said that he hasn't read the original run of Sweet Tooth, but he's reading that and finding it pretty good. So yeah, maybe I'll start to read Sweet Tooth The Returns before, because I'm not going to read all the Sweet Tooth before reading. I don't know. Alright, moving on. Still on DC Black Label, we've got Batman, Catwoman, number 2. Also, is this Tom King that does this as well? Yeah. Tom King. So yeah, Tom King, I know he rubs a lot of people up the wrong way. And I really think, I don't know who this is, but that kind of looks pretty cool. But I really think Tom King has a massive boner for wanting to kill Bruce Wayne. Because if you read the book 1, like this is like old age stuff, like Catwoman's old, Batman's like dead now, like he's passed away, and it's reminiscing of old stories. So, and there was something I read, yeah, it was like an anniversary issue or something like that. But one of Tom King's stories in it was like, yeah, Batman's dead. It was that radiation dude like gave him cancer, and it's like Tom King just has to write about Batman dying. Why? Damn it. All right, now we have Future State. This came out last week, Teen Titans 1. I'm looking forward to reading this. I think there might have been a variant that I wanted to pick up of this as well, to be honest. And maybe I'm only sort of just thinking that now. But yeah, I'll give this a read if I enjoy it, and I go back and the variant's still there. I can't remember seeing it. There was so many variants on this Future State stuff. So yeah, it's a lot to. I mean, I picked up a lot of books this week, and you know, I tried to pick up what I could anyway. So we got Superman Worlds of War number 1. This is probably going to be like the next Batman, and what was the other big book that came out the other day? So this is probably going to be a main story and two other stories, but it looks cool. That Superman does look cool, and you have like all these other Superman people here. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on, but it looks cool. So that's the main reason why I picked that up. I got a few Superman trades. Like I'm trying to get into Superman. The only one that I have read is The Death of Superman. That was fantastic. I got a couple other Superman trades ready to read, but yeah, I just haven't done it yet. Anyway, we have got Nightwing number 1. This came out this week. And there's Nightwing. I believe it's still Dick Grayson. I might be wrong. He's probably saying who he is there, and I just can't read it, but yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like a lot of them look pretty cool. The first week, I wasn't too happy with Future State. Like, just it wasn't interesting. And like to me, DC had a lot of good titles coming out before they decided to do this Future State stuff. But obviously, it's been in the pipeline for a while. But whatever. I'm just a reader. I'm not someone that makes these decisions. We got the next Batman #2. I mean, I really didn't enjoy the next Batman 1, the first issue. And like I said to my comic book guy, I didn't enjoy it, but I'm just gonna collect this run. It's 4 books. Like it's an $8 book, so this is probably like a $15 or $16 book here. Quite a large book, quite a bit of money, but man, I don't care. Like I've started collecting it. I've committed to it. Hopefully, there's something to pique my interest in it at some stage. And next off, we got the Immortal Wonder Woman. So yeah, and this is one of the books that were really good. I thought before this whole Future State came out. So yeah, the art looks okay. It doesn't look anything special. I mean, the art on the Wonder Woman title before this wasn't anything special. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. It was quite good. But the art looks quite good. So yeah, and I've been liking Wonder Woman, so I've got to give that a try. And the last thing I picked up was the Peach Momoko variant for Immortal Wonder Woman. That's pretty cool. And then like we had this discussion at the comic store. I don't know exactly why I love this cover, but I do. I think it's a mixture of been collecting some Peach Momoko covers now and some of the Wonder Woman variants. But this just looks awesome. That just looks like that's such a good cover. I'm happy I picked that one up. And I think that's the only double I picked up. The only A and B cover I picked up this week. Alright guys, we're in the home stretch now. Just the indie books left. That's all from the big 2. Number 1, we got Jenica 2. I think this is like number 3. I cannot see, it is number 3 there. I cannot see the number anywhere, but that yellow blends in real well the background there. Yeah, I haven't read this yet. I've just been picking it up. I do have the trade for Jenica 1, but it looks pretty cool. And I'm really enjoying the TMNT lately. And speaking of TMNT, we got TMNT 113, 113. So that's a pretty cool cover. Like, I think this character sort of popped up in the last issue towards the end. But yeah, I mean, it looks like it's been pretty, like, I've been enjoying it, don't get me wrong, but it's been pretty sort of, not a lot going on. Apart from that big eel that came like quite a few issues ago now. That's back when I started collecting this, back in 106, 107. But yeah. Looking really good. So yeah, I've been enjoying Turtles. Yeah, so I can't remember those guys' names, but yeah. TMNT, the Turtles, it's been awesome. Now I think this came out last week. We got Lonely Receiver number 5. I think this is the final book. This has been pretty good. I can't really show you that as well. I can, but it's got the little warning there, like mature readers. There's like swearing in it, which I don't give a fuck. But I'll show you that. But there's a lot of nudity and stuff in it. Like you can sort of see, not really, but yeah. But it's probably as violent I've seen the book. But I think that might be all in a memory. It's not a bad book, but it's a book you sort of got to dedicate your attention to. That one. It's been pretty good, and I'm pretty sure that's the last issue. And I think this might be the last issue as well. But this Big Girl 6, another catch-up issue. This has been, I can't, that's probably, man, there's almost like there's dicks in this book. Like, or at least the shadows of them anyway. And, yeah, I can't go oh man, I can't go too far into this, but it's, yeah, the further I go, the more I ruin it. But the first couple panels I don't really want to show because, yeah, it's kind of got like a dong outline on it. But yeah, it's about these big girls, these giant girls that like that have got giants, like they're turned into giants, and these the boys turn into these mutant monster giants. And yeah, it's been a pretty fun read. This was recommended to me by, I think his name was Evil Shredder on my YouTube channel. So I picked it up, gave it a go, and I've been enjoying it. I think that's the last issue. Anyway, moving on. Stillwater, number 5. This has been such a good book by Chip Zdarsky. This has been so good. There's nothing much happening here. It's a little panel, but the artwork's quite... it's got that little bit of, the throwback sort of doll feel to it, which is really cool. Now people go into this town, they can't die, and yeah, this guy, his mum lives there that he didn't know was still alive because he was adopted, I think, but he's come back into the town and all this shit's happening, and it's quite a good book. If you're looking for like sort of suspense, not sort of horror, but I mean, if you like Chip Zdarsky's writing and you're not reading Stillwater, the trade probably comes out very soon, being an Image book, but such a good read, man. Such a good book, Stillwater. And we got The Scumbag, number 3, number 4. I've been off with the numbers today, man. So that cover is quite wild. This is Rick Remender. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, the art kind of doesn't look as sort of blocky as the last couple of books, but yeah, the art looks quite sort of fine and detailed here. So maybe it's a new artist on it. I'm not sure who. I haven't been paying much attention to it, but yeah, you see, old mate's got a Trans Am now. He's like a heroin addict. He like any drugs you put in front of him, he's gonna take. And it's quite a fun, cool book. Like it's ridiculous, but it's good. It's fun. I enjoy Scumbag. Quite a good book. Walking Dead number 7, or The Walking Dead Deluxe number 7. This has been awesome. So yeah, we got some coloured Walking Dead. I think they're just about to leave Atlanta now. Or not leave Atlanta itself or Georgia, but they're leaving their campsite now. So it's been quite good. It's quite good to read it, especially when you never read it but watch a TV show. And yeah, that's a real fun book just to collect. We got Red Sonja, Price of Blood, number 2, and that cover, I really like that cover. I don't know why, I can't remember who does it, I apologise. Also, I have been talking for a very long time, so I'm just trying to get to the end of this now. The artwork looks quite cool. So yeah, I've been on the Red Sonja and Vampirella train for a little bit now. That's the only one of the Dynamite books I picked up this week. This 7 Secrets is a catch-up. This came out like 2 weeks ago. This has been a really good book by Tom Taylor. Really well done. It's got that sort of old school cartoon feel to it, like manga sort of thing, but it's not really. Moving on, still with Boom, we got Origins. This has been kind of cool, pretty cool. It's like, there's no humans left, but there's one dude, but he's like a clone, I think, and he's trying to, like these, he's trying to bring back the human race, I think, because he destroyed the human race, maybe. I can't quite remember, but it's been pretty good, and sort of like things keep coming to me once I sort of start reading the book. I go, oh, that's right, that happened. So my descriptions are very vague when I haven't been reading it for a little bit. We got Power Rangers number 3. This has been awesome. So yeah, we're catching up on Power Rangers now. And I've never been much of a Power Rangers fan. at all. Like, never grew up with them. There was more sort of like, I was a few years, like, this is more my brother's sort of, he loved Power Rangers. I was just like, I don't really care for them. But yeah, it's just, I think it's that the little bit of an age gap where I don't even know what I was watching back then, but I just skipped ahead. Sorry, we've got Mighty Morphin number 3 as well. So we got both the Power Ranger books. They sort of tie in with each other, but I guess if you were just reading one or the other, that'd be fine. I don't think you'd get confused. I mean, they tie in a little bit with the two teams, but it's been a pretty good book. This is the one where I know, like, the Ranger colors confuse me a little, but I think this is one where they're trying to work out who the White Ranger is. So, or is it the Green Ranger? Or I think it's the White Ranger. I don't know. I can't remember, but that is it. That is my monster haul. I don't know if anybody counted. I didn't count as I was doing this, but yeah, there's a fair few books there. A lot of money was spent. And if you have watched this video all the way up to the end, thank you very much. Just to ramble a little further, if you do sort of tune in each week, in the next couple of weeks, I may miss a video just with some stuff that is going on with one of my dogs. He's got an operation coming up soon, so it's not next week, I think it's a week after, but yeah, there may be a video that I may miss, and for the moment, I'm trying hard not to buy too much outside of the normal comic book hauls. So all those videos I just started doing with, I do them sort of over weekends where, drunken purchases, and I do mailbox openings. I was just starting to get into the swing of that. This is a very expensive operation, so I'm going to be halting them for a little bit, but I'm going to keep doing the weekly comic book haul videos. So if you've listened to all that and watched the video, thanks very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next video.